Hello everyone and welcome to episode 15 of my Minecraft server series. And if you stuck to the end of last video, you'd have seen the time lapse for the base. It's taken us 14 episodes, but the main base is complete. But we're not completely finished yet. There's still a few bits left to do. So let me run through what it is that I've been doing, because I have popped on for a little bit in between videos and things. It has been a couple of weeks since I last did episode 14. So let's have a look around, shall we? So obviously I finished the roof of the main base and I put in these copper structures, which I can't remember if I mentioned, but they are very much inspired by the 3 odd little towers that are on Star Labs from the CW Flash series. But I kind of feel like they add something to the build. But they also have a slight storyline / lore aspect to them as well. So obviously they have the copper rods on top of the 4 towers. Let me see if I can't. There you go. You can just about see them there. And in theory, when lightning strikes, the lightning should go into these copper pillars, and in sense, they power something. They are a power source for the base, but also something else which I will allude to much later on. Because I do have a surprise that I have been working on something secret in the background, and it's coming along quite nicely, almost to the point that I can almost show you. It's not finished, and I'm not going to show it to you when it's finished. I'm going to show it to you very, very soon. It is coming together quite nicely, but there's a couple of bits that I still need to work on, so bear that in mind when you see it. So, working in a clockwise fashion, nothing's changed with the tree farm or the wheat farm. The crafting room, we've got the lava farm over here, so that we can use lava if we need it for anything. I also have a trade for lava buckets. Should I want to use that trade, I have a lava farm to utilize it. For other reasons, I've got a snowman cooped up in here so that I can farm snowballs. Storage, again, nothing really changed in the storage room, just the floor really. Nothing too much to kind of delve into in that one. New painting. I think I quite like it. It kind of fits the white vibe of the base and everything. I don't know. It adds something to it. So, yeah, it's there. Got the enchanting room with 3 rows of bookshelves. So the top row is books that can be used on pretty much anything. You know, things like mending that can be done on. They can be put on armor and tools. Mending and other such enchantment books go up here, because I think this one's the mending book. Nope, that one's protection 1. Why is that in there? Why are they? Protection should be down in armor. Oh, did I already use my mending? I must have already used my mending. But no, they should be in armor. I also quite like the haphazardness of how I'm placing the books. Kind of makes it feel lived in and things like that. Then, of course, you've got other bits and pieces in here to do your enchantments. moving swiftly on. Now, I can't remember where I was at with these guys. But obviously when I first put these guys in, I had these 3 and these 3, which are coming along quite nicely. I've got quite a few fully upgraded villagers, which is where I got a lot of what I'm wearing and what I've got in my inventory. A lot of trading has been happening over the last few weeks. The problem with making videos on a game like Minecraft is you kind of just want to play. It's not great. You kind of just want to jump on and play and things like that. And I just found myself just making it a little bit more progress. It's like, no, I've got to stop because I've got to make a video. It's going good. And then, of course, we have the Stargate room. We actually have a fully functional, fully charged Stargate in our base now. So now we can use it to get to places, and I've already started clumping together a couple of addresses. I can get to spawn and I can get to one other village. But if you were paying attention, you might have noticed something in the background in here. Other than the roof up here, where I've currently only got, and I'm going to put some other bits and pieces in here, but I have got the new printer from the Stargate mod. So I can print Stargate addresses. If I've got, for example, a screenshot of a Stargate address, I can pull that up on my second screen, and I can then make a notebook page so that I can have it in my notebook, which I don't currently have on me. But opposite the map of the land, which I need to finish off, we've got the to-do list, and this is my unofficial / official video list, I suppose. Each bullet point on this wall is essentially a single video. There is a couple of bits in here that can be clumped together, so things like collecting gate addresses and finding ancient debris. Those two can be in a single video. But clearing the area for the Dragon Tower, that can be its own video. Exploring the end is definitely its own video. The pit, I'll come back to the pit very, very shortly. And then you've got more dragon stuff. So you've got start the Dragon Tower and then collate dragon taming items. So I need to go out and actually collect and gather all the items used to tame dragons. But it's easier if I have some shulker boxes, so I need to do the end first to get more shulker boxes too. It's a task. Obviously, I'll add bits to it as I think of things that need to be done, and I'll take things away as we do them, unless I can learn how I can strike through on a sign. But yeah, there's plans, there's shenanigans, yeah. Right, first of all, it is nighttime, so let me quickly sleep. And then there's the pit. So again, I wanted to hop on and I just wanted to kind of play a little bit, but I didn't want to make too much progress. So, come on. Thank you. So, I devised a new plan, but it's got to a point now that I've progressed with such a plan, I kind of want to share it. I knew you were going to do that. You've uncovered my hole. That's right, I've got some more. Got some more sand inside, I can fix that. At least it didn't touch the stone. I'll go grab some sand in a bit. That was bad. That was so bad. Is there another... XP. Nice. So yeah, I wanted to hop on and make some progress and do some things. So we have the pit. The pit is my own personal quarry. Thank you, Feather Falling and Diamond Armor. Oh, while I'm down here. So yeah, I think I was at, what, Y level 60 or something like that up there? 65, something like that. I've now reached 28, and I've literally hit a cave. I've literally got to the point that I've hit my first cave. All the holes you see in the walls and things are where there were ores, be it titanium or iron or coal or copper. But I've now got to the point that I've hit my first cave, which is quite nice. But I didn't want to progress too much further before I could show you guys off. But in the background between videos, I will be continuing to dig down and getting more resources. And there is a plan for this pit. When I get to certain Y levels and things, I'm going to build a platform, build a new floor, and start strip mining off of those floors. Just so I can get more resources and things like that. But we're not doing too badly at the moment. We've got quite a lot of your dirt and your cobble and your stone stuff. A little bit too much, you might say. I will deal with those in a minute. But then you've got your actual resources, and I've had to spread them across different slots in the chest, just so that I can keep track of them slightly easier. I mean, we've got quite a bit of coal, got a lot of copper, which is good, because there's a change coming to the server very, very soon that's going to need this copper. Got a lot more titanium for us to trade with and things like that. And then you've got your other bits and pieces, your extra bits. And then you've got any mob stuff. If I end up killing things down in the hole, or things that fall into the hole or not, this is your miscellaneous whatever, because I've got the stairs for it as well in there. And then of course, I don't know whether you can see that on the mini-map, but I've got nether wart over here. Gonna wait for that to grow, I think. I'll give that another few minutes. But nether wart there to trade with the cleric for more emeralds. Essentially, it's all experience points and mending and things like that. It's all very... There is a process. There is a process. Right, let me get up on this roof and deal with the horde that's arrived to terrorize me. Hello, boys. Just a bit too short. There you go. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. You've trapped yourself, mate. Oh, do you know what? Thank you very much. Excellent stuff. And that's another ominous banner. Now, if you remember last episode, I alluded to Project S.A.N.D. And that's what I kind of want to do for the next part of the episode, and kind of go out and see what I can get for Project S.A.N.D. and just kind of start that out a bit. So, just to familiarise ourselves, my friend is asking for 1 with a skull, 1 totem of undying, or 24 ominous banners. Okay? Now, I'm a little bit of an overachiever, so I'm not going to do just 1. I'm going to get all 3 items on the list. So let's see what we already have and see if we can set a chest aside with everything we need to give him. So let me pop into my storage room and have a look at what I've got. So let me grab a chest, and I'm just going to plonk it here. That's the Project S.A.N.D chest. Right, in my miscellaneous. Oh, I've already got a few ominous banners here. So that's 6 ominous banners. Where have I put my potions? There they are. And another ominous bottle. Lovely. Now, I think I picked these up from the trial chamber that's underneath the base, which is why they're ever so slightly different. Because it's a trial chamber backport, it's made slightly differently. But because it's the same, it's, yeah, 6 ominous banners. But we can go out in a minute and grab some more. 1 with a skull, which I've got. And I can go grab some more as well. Have I got anything else in here? Not that I can see. I have got, as you can see in the chest, I've actually got a secret amethyst geode that's within the chunk borders. So while I'm potting around up here, the geodes grow. And over the last couple of weeks, I have fashioned together 2 diamond pickaxes, 1 for fortune and 1 for silk. So, yeah, not only have I got this amount of amethyst shards in here, but I've also got a separate lot over here for this guy. For 1 shard, it's 4 emeralds. And it's really good experience as well. Whenever I need to mend something, it's good for that. So yeah, doesn't for the moment look like I've got a totem of undying, which is rather annoying. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, hold on. There is another chest that I'm forgetting, because I'm sure I had one for the scavenger. Sometimes I just wish I could talk without making a mistake. Like, seriously. English is my first language. I am English. I am British. How can I struggle to talk this much? It's embarrassing. Anyway. Would you look at that? I have got 2 totems of undying. And 4 axolotls. I'll take that one just in case. But yeah. So we are already a good portion of the way of completing the targets. And I'm going to stick that one in there. But we are missing 18 ominous banners. So, it wouldn't be much of an episode if I didn't go out and venture to go and hunt some stuff down. So, it's turning to night at the moment. So I'm going to sleep, and then we're going to head out and do some stuff. Because something I have noticed making these videos, especially when it comes to the base, I kind of focused too much on building the base and finishing the base and making sure that this was finished, where I could have kept this going for a few more episodes so that by episode 20 it was finished. But I feel like I've kind of tried to pack finishing the base into 4 episodes and not done much of anything else. And I kind of feel like I've kind of become a little bit stale. I've slowed down quite a lot. So I'm going to try and fix that a little bit and see if we can't pick up the pace and do a little bit more variety. Hence the to-do list. It keeps me on track. So what are we looking for? We are looking for one of these. Can either of you remember? Can any of you remember what this was? Let's go with that one. Always the wrong one. Always, without fail. This is the one we want, and as you can see, can these break by... No. That's annoying. Okay. Looks like they've got them on all sides. So let me see if there's any on the inside. Here. Nothing. Oh, I am gonna take that, however. I spent some time last night on my creative testing world on some game mechanics. And yeah, I might need the target block. So I'm also going to take some of this fan because I keep finding I need white dye. And there's one or more mods that are stopping me from creating white dye out of bone blocks, and it's quite annoying. Right, let's go down and grab that one. I mean, what? That will bring us up to 4 if there's one on each side. I don't know if there's any more at the top. So let's go have a look. Yep, so you got one here. And then we just need to find some pillager outposts. So there isn't one on this side. There is one here. So we'll take that one. Oh, there's a couple on the inside here. So we'll take those. So I think that's 8 from here. Did I leave anything worth of value? I don't think I did. And then I need to get to the other ones that are down here. Cool. That's that one. No. Can I? Yep. Excellent. I think I got that one, but I didn't get this one. Where is it? Where is it? Where's the hitbox? There's the hitbox. Nice. And then we can go back down and pick those up. I think someone's angry I nicked their flags. Hey guys, don't mind me. Just gonna disappear into the nether. And there's a reason I've moved into the nether. So we've picked up 8 ominous banners. That's that bit done. And as you can see, that's laid out similarly to the ones that I picked up from the trial chamber. Right. Why am I in the nether? I am in the nether for one very important reason. And if I remember rightly, it's this one here. So let's see how good my memory is, shall we? I'm going to pick this up. And I'm going to see if I can remember the way to get over to that nice black box. Oh. Let's get fortune. need to pick up some of that because I need to create some control crystals for the Stargates, because there's some DHDs that just don't... Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. Let me travel back down and get on a point where I can see it on the map again. Excellent. Thank you very much for that. Do you know what? Let's just drop down. Right. Let's set a temporary waypoint. Right, I need to go that way. How did I get there? If I remember right, it was actually quite easy. There aren't any piglins around, are there? There's another reason why I've picked that up. And I'll show you that when I'm back at the base. Right, let's just keep moving this way, because we're actually quite close. But essentially, I went nether exploring because I wanted to hop on and I wanted to do something that wasn't necessarily going to progress me too much before I could sit down and make another video. I need to get there. How did I get there? Just down here by the looks of things. That's right, I've got to go behind this lava fall. So yeah, so I came out and I came to look for things. Came out to see what I could find. No! It's the wrong black box on the map. There's another one. Where is it? Okay, let's get rid of this one. Where is it? That one. It's this one over here. That's slightly further out. And I did find a couple of things. I mean, if you have a look on the map, I did find a bastion, which I haven't looted yet. So that's another video yet to come that I need to sit down and actually make. I'm going to take these mushrooms. And it means I can make a bit of a meatier episode as well. Yeah, let's go this way. He says, running into lava. Which one is the more... yeah. Not today, thank you. Oops. I don't remember it being this difficult. Or do I? I do remember this biome. I think I came a different way round. I made a tunnel, that's right. Now it's all coming back to me. Just need to get through this yellow stuff. Ooh! I'm back here with a silk touch pickaxe. Can I? Yes! Yeah, I'll take that. Yep, no, I'm definitely going the right way. This is good. Oh, will you go away? Yeah, no, I didn't think that was going to work. I will pick up a few more of these, though. On the way. I feel like I've stopped halfway through a point. I don't know. Anyway. So not only is there a second nether fortress, which is quite handy, but just down here, once I've got round this curve, and luckily we won't have to trek this far again. Oh, did I go the other way? I think I went the other way. Yeah, it's this way. Nice. Just need to get up over here. Boom. I'm gonna set this. Or maybe I won't. Guess we're doing that again. Oh, hold on. I might be able to save myself. Fire protection. And protection. Oh no. Projectile protection, that is. Although I've got protection. Blimey, this stuff is good. I need some netherrack. Oh, look. I'll collect some more in a minute. But one of my mods is the additional structures mod, which gives us these wither spawners. And I've just recently put Booting 3 on my sword. Trying so hard not to hit pigmen. Oh, get out of the way! And now that gives us another skull. That was such a shot. I don't know why I should have expected it. But there we have it. Right, you can go there. You can go in there. And now we have a way to get wither skulls. I now just need to form a bridge back up to this. Let's mow. Which one's the... There we go. We'll get rid of this bit. And we'll do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Efficiency is too good sometimes. Am I going to get gassed? Nope. Am I going to... Oh. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Straight into lava. Except from one little experience point. Excellent. So yeah, minus the zombie pigmen, Oh, you have been brewing it. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. Can't follow me now, can you? There you go. Trying to get me on my return back home. Back to sleep, and then we'll divvy out what we picked up. Because then I've also got something else to show you guys. But I'm hoping it doesn't set my PC on fire. So yeah, I always try and aim for a half-an-hour episode, if I can. Luckily today, we're looking at a little bit more than a half-an-hour episode, which is good. I'm happy with that. Right. Where are you? Oh yeah. They don't go in here. Right. That can go with the other skulls. That can go in there. I'm going to pop that and that in there. Now we're getting a nice collection. Oh, speaking of collection, where did I put it? Here you are. No. There. I need to get deep slate gold ore for that one. What's the other? I'm missing a Stargate block. Gonna bung that one in there. Because technically that is the nether one. But it's come up as stone because of texturing and things like that. Right, let's divvy out the rest of this. That's wood. That can go in there. I've got a space for that in there. Excellent, so we're up to 11. So we've got another third. Hold on a sec. No, we're up to 14, so we need another 10. So might go out outpost hunting at some point. That can go off in there. Flint. Gunpowder. See, now that I've shown you guys the pit, I can put some of that. I mean, I kind of want to keep that going and see how much I can get out of the pit once I've got down to bedrock. But I mean, if I looked into these chests, into these furnace, these guys aren't doing massively well. So I might move the coal into here so that I can keep these guys going. I think that's pretty much everything. Where have I been putting mushrooms? And then bones go in the wheat farm. What I'm going to do is I am going to heal these guys up. Job done. And then I'm going to nip outside to show you my other thing. So I had a look into how I can make my gaming experience a little bit better. And not only have I toggled or assigned a button to toggle my minimap on and off, just so that I can show you my secret project when I get round to it. You can't see where it is. But I've also gone ahead, and I might freeze for a second, but I've gone ahead and looked into shaders. Now it's still loading in, so it is a little bit laggy stuff at the moment, but not too bad. up to 23 frames per second. There you go. Now it's loading everything in. But yes, it just adds that little extra bit of spice. And when I'm not recording, and when I'm just playing around and things like that, look at that. I chuck shaders on. And it just makes everything that little bit better. Especially when you come and have a look at the pit over here. And you dive into the pit. Not only have you got the amazing shadows, but you've got the torchlight, and you've got the glow from the caves. I like it. I've always wanted to play with shaders, and because of a couple of the mods having issues, I've had to get particular shader mods. So I'm using a mix of Embedium and Oculus to bring in these shaders. But I just like the clouds, and it just brings in that nice little bit of realism that I like to bring to Minecraft. But I'm going to call it there for episode 15. Thank you very much for watching, and until I see you in the next episode, have a good one.